Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. Alan Ngim and I'm going to be the professor for this class. In this video, I want to give a short introduction to myself since I won't be able to meet you face to face. At the end of the video, you'll know what to expect and what to do, hopefully, in this first week. So a little bit about my background. My name is a little unusual. I was born in San Francisco in California. My parents are Chinese, but my last name is not Chinese. As you can see, it looks a little bit like a Vietnamese last name. And when my dad's father came into the country, he actually took the name of somebody who he was pretending to be the brother of. And that name, they interpreted it as spelled as Ngim, and it's pronounced Yim. Most people at the college, students, call me Dr. Yim or Professor. I appreciate it if you don't call me by my first name because it just feels a little bit too casual. And during the first week, if you want to let me know what you'd like to be called, maybe you don't want to be called by your first name, you have something else that you'd like to be called, just let me know. You could send me an email. So a little bit about my background. I went to school at UC Santa Barbara. I have 2 undergraduate degrees, one in computer science and one in music. And my master's degree is from Northwestern University, just north of Chicago in Evanston. I lived in Chicago for a year, but it was way too cold. So I moved back to California without a job. And actually the first 6 months I lived in California after returning, I worked as a waiter at Chevy's, which was not what I expected to be doing after my master's degree. But shortly thereafter, I did get a job teaching at San Jose City College, where I taught for about 3 years. And during this time, I was expecting to get a full-time job. And what happened was kind of interesting because a full-time position teaching piano did open up at that college. And I anticipated getting that job because everybody told me that I would be perfect for this job and that I would have no problem getting it. And at the time, I really didn't think how important teaching was to me. But the dean of the college came to see me and he told me that I wasn't even going to be interviewed for the job because I didn't have a doctoral degree. And much to my surprise, because I'm not this kind of a person, I'm not this kind of an emotional person who bursts out, especially in tears, I burst into sobbing and I had to run into a practice room where I stayed for an hour and could not stop crying, which was very revealing to me. Not long after that, I got a message in my mailbox. Actually, it was a letter from the University of Miami stating that there was a doctoral assistantship open at the college, and they were looking for somebody a pianist, which I am, and it was exactly in the program I was interested in. At the time, I never thought of Miami as an option because it was so far away. I had never been to this part of the country, and I almost dismissed it completely without even a thought because I had no idea what was being offered. And as an example of what I have learned from my students, I had a student who actually told me, well, why don't you just go and interview? So I did. This student actually changed my life because I flew to Miami, I auditioned and was interviewed. I ended up getting the position and I was actually thrilled because after seeing Miami and to be honest, visiting the beach, I'm a big swimmer, so the beach was really attractive to me, a place I could swim year-round outside, which I love. Sounds kind of crazy because I'm probably first a pianist and second a swimmer, but maybe not, who knows. I ended up moving to Miami, drove my truck across the country, and I have been teaching at this college, since 2004 full time. So I'm really happy that you are going to be in my class, and I look forward to working with you. So, just a few things. This is my sort of my introductory video, and normally during the first week I would meet all of you in class, but that's obviously not possible. So I hope that you can make a video like this, just a few words about yourself, and post it so that we can all get to start getting to know each other. I will be making more videos, and I will probably, walk around my neighborhood. I'll show you some of the music I like, of course, as well as lecture. And with that said, at this time, I'd like you to make that video. And second, go to Blackboard and look at the syllabus and read the course outline. So I'm going to send an email that directs you how to do this. So hopefully before the very first class, you'll know how to get into Blackboard, navigate your way around, where to look. And again, I'll see you in the very first class, which will be listed in my email to you when that meeting will take place. All right, looking forward to it, and talk to you soon.